Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Narcissu. Let's continue the story. And yeah, I slept too much today, basically, and it's been like X time this week. I basically don't sleep well recently and sleep after work, and then I'm feeling terrible because I did not record anything. So since I don't have anything, like I don't have time today, or because it's almost night, I don't have time to record anything that is like main series of the channel. I thought I will just record Narcissu because these episodes can be fast, you know? Like, I know this is sad, but not recording anything and feeling like wasting my time, like, it just like drives me to depression sometimes, you know? So yeah, I will just play and let's see what kind of kindness Himiko is going to show or talk about kindness to the girl that she's helping out. Yeah, let's do that. And I will not feel bad for not recording too. So I will not be depressed as much. Without thinking, the words slipped out. Also, this is present. I thought we were going to have continuation of backstory. Okay, this is surprising. So we are going to have actually talk about kindness in the nowadays. Okay. Without thinking, the word slipped out. It looked like today was also going to be a true midsummer day. And in that, when heading to the usual hospital, I turned to a different place. The church. Since that day before going to the beach, it was my second time coming here. For some reason, Himeko-san did not try to meet with Chihiro-san. More accurately, it was probably not just Chihiro-san, family and friends, anyone close. One could believe that she was avoiding them. And so, like this, in her stead, I came to Chihiro-san. As I met before, as I quietly opened the door, my feet step in.
Chihiro-san.
Okay.
Setsumi-san.
See.
これ、持ってきた。
As I spoke, I handed over the keys I was entrusted with.
姫子さんが渡してくれって。
Okay.
そう。ありがとね。こんな暑い中を。
As she replied and accepted the key, Chihiro-san gave me her usual calm smile. And then, from her pocket, she took out a handkerchief. The sweat was running down my face. She gently wiped it off.
ありがとう。あのね、
お
お姉ちゃんに伝えてくれる？あ、もし必要な時はいつでも言ってねって。
Okay.
わかった。
God damn it. This whole situation of Himeko just wishing to not see anyone. It's so difficult. And yet kinda understandable, I guess, from her perspective. While she was speaking, Chihiro-san continued to dab away my sweat.
それじゃ。あ、ちょっと待って。あなたの上に。
Okay,
主の
yeah.
豊かな恵みと
Blessing
祝福があ
again.
りますように。また、私のために。
That question? There came no answer. Just the usual gentle smile faced me. When I left the church, it was like a deluge of cicada cries. The sun right overhead dropped sharp black short shadows during the peak of the heat. In the middle of this, Chihiro-san said she would go now to the university, and when that ended, would come again to the 7th floor. Saturdays, she also went to school for the disabled, and Sundays helped with mass, so she said. I was sure that compared to people of similar age, she was entirely different. They would pass their time in the self-centered and fun ways. Yeah, true. Very dedicated person. This way of life, whenever it was only Chihiro-san who followed that path, or if one were a Catholic, it was perfectly natural, I didn't know. Once again, going to hospital, I followed the white tape running along the floor and headed to the elevator. And on the now familiar 7th floor, I hastened toward the room where Himeko-san was waiting.
どうぞ
Okay.
いらっしゃい。今日も暑かったでしょう。
Yep, pretty much. Before I could reply, I was scared by something else. At glance, it seems like she was in the middle of digging around for something. Okay. What are you searching for?
ああ、これ今日は入浴デーだから準備してたのよ。
Okay. Now that she said so, I saw the set around the table where wash basins, shampoos, and the like. Oh, okay.
そうだ。あなたも一緒に入りましょうよ。入る。
Okay.
一緒にお風呂よ。
What was that sound? That was Satsumi? I felt like there's someone else in the room. That not sounded like Satsumi. Wow.
何がおかしいのよ。今のリアクションは良かったわよ。
Wow.
普段がクールだから余計に。
Yeah, that sounded totally a different person.
ほらほら、女の子同士なんだから、そんな恥ずかしがらなくていいじゃないの。
I thought I was objecting that Himeko-san wasn't a girl, but stopped.
行きましょ
What?
う。でも、ちょっと。じゃあ、行きましょう。はいはい、いいからいいから。
I'm so confused to who this voice belonged to there. Somewhere Himeko-san seems to be having fun. Like she were poking fun at me and my hesitation, and if she were pushing me from behind, she took me along.
ね
Okay.
え、汗も流れて気持ちいいでしょ。
You have big enough baths for 2 people there in the hospital? This is actually extremely surprising. Like, they should have, like, they should have just like, you know, just like shower so you don't drone basically if you feel sick and stuff. Like simple shower with like something to sit on. It doesn't sound like 7th floor bath, to be honest.
うん。
In the end, I was almost half forced into the bath. However, I had thought that it wouldn't be wide enough for us to get in together, but there was enough room for the two to manage. Most likely, it had been built for the assumption that a helper or attendant would also go in. Why go in? Like, helper would probably be outside and help you wash yourself. But instead, at the side of the bath, I noticed something else, and couldn't help but feel silent.
もしかして珍しかった？
Saying that, Himeko-san pointed at a large scar on her own chest. Oh, okay. I see. So large that my own small scar couldn't even compare. Like, we always have like these like scars on the chest. We know that like Satsumi had operation before. So what kind of illness exactly is that? I thought like in the previous like chapter, like in the previous game, that Satsumi had cancer as well, just like the protagonist. But maybe it's not the case. Or maybe it was, and they like cut off some off, like from like lungs or something. I don't know. What kind of operation did you had?
やっぱ私も女の子だからね。これができた時はショック大きかったわ。
I quietly listened to those words, even if I had wanted to reply. I couldn't think of what to say.
ほら、背中流してあげるから、そこ座って。
Okay.
わかった。
And so, together in the shower, she gently washed my back with a towel. I couldn't help but recall how it was like Chihiro-san had earlier wiped my sweat away. For me, I didn't know whether Himeko-san was the devoted Catholic or not. But both of them, without question, I believed were very kind people.
ねえ姫子さん、どうして千尋さんを避けるの？
Ah, going to this topic, huh?
前にも言った通りよ。やっぱり優しくていい人だから。まあ半分はね。
Yeah.
じゃあ残り半分は。それは秘密よ。
There's also a rule. Okay, I forgot about the rules, to be honest. Like, I know that like there's like station B, and that you are not going to be discharged for the third time. I mean, third time is the last one and stuff like this, but why no visitors? Was that actually a rule that I forgot? I don't remember this. A rule that had also been the word from before.
だったら私は優しくていい人じゃないから、お姉さんも親切にしてくれる。
That question this time, Himeko-san also fell silent. Then, after a bit of thought,
特別なのよ、コロッケ博士はね。
okay.
またそんなこと言って。ほら、そろそろ上がるわよ。
In the end, the conversation was avoided, yeah. Even though that Himeko-san was had many incomprehensible points, and were full of secrets. But just maybe, it was being mixed with someone else in her eyes. Oh yeah, we know with who. With the girl from her past. Oh wow. Yep. We know all about this. Okay.
もう食べ終わった？
And we are back to the past actually. Maybe actually this kindness thing is going to be about this girl. Actually, okay. Let's see. We are so going to see her dying, aren't we? Ah.
またブロッコリー残してる。だってあんまり好きじゃないんだもん。しょうがないわね。
Oh, wait. Is it... Even though previously she would eat them, now she had come to leave them because she didn't like them. Oh my god. Himeko got the kindness thing from her. She really was like Setsumi. Eating the thing that she don't want. And then she starts leaving them because she didn't like them. Otherwise she would always get still like the broccoli. And Himeko probably inherited like dislike to broccoli from her, if you think about this. She still remembered this girl and decided to like, I still want to remember her, so I will not eat broccoli. You know? I assume like Himeko like ate normally, and her like dislike of broccoli came from this later on. Holy Jesus. Everything is like around this mysterious girl. Oh my god. But this wasn't like her sickness had turned her for worse and her appetite diluted. It was simply because she was warming up to me, probably, thinking that also made me happy.
はい。お口で測ってもいいけど、噛まないようにね。
With a smile, the girl held the thermometer in her mouth. What shone on the face, the summer sun, came through windows that could only open 15 centimeters. I still don't know why 15 centimeters, by the way. So, if it's still nowhere in the comments and you are somehow watching this video sometime in the future, you can explain this to me in one of the videos where the 15 centimeters window was mentioned. Today, as I once again sat in the folding chair, she directed a happy face towards me.
そういえば、こら、 ら喋っちゃダメ。はーい。
Wow. Beep boop. In the moment, a thermometer alarm rang, and I read out the numbers on the LCD.
何度 ?6 度5分。このくらいなら平熱ね。じゃあ、今日も行きたいかも。
Cafeteria?
中にはそれともアイス？どっちかな。
Haha. Why not both? Take ice cream and go outside. If there were no problem with her temperature, I would go to either one. This was with the doctor's acknowledgement, and lately it had already become a tradition.
で、そうだ。それよりもね、知らないおばさんに話しかけられたの。
Okay.
知らないおばさん？ね、昨日の夜。
Oh, about the rules. Oh, because she's the fellow patient of the 7th floor. Oh my god. Oh, wow. The rules. Who could it be? The people who could come to this place called the 7th floor was in its own way supposed to be restricted. First there were patients and the families that came to visit. Then there were the doctors, nurses and us helpers. Other than that, rarely only the priests or sisters would come. That was supposed to be it.
誰かのお見舞いの人かしら。パジャマ着てたからここの人だと思う。
Yeah. That was a bit strange. Sure, in the normal ward, the mingling of patients was common. Once in a while, from a chance meeting in this place, even lifelong friends or business partners would be made. But this 7th floor was different, because everyone was aware of her imminent death. Mingling between patients was almost unthinkable.
それで何を話しかけられたの？
My god.
ね、何回目って聞かれた。
Oh wow, everything goes to this.
何回目？初めてだったら教えることがあるって。なんて答えたの？よくわからないって言ったら、また今度って言われた。
Wow. Just like Setsumi meeting with protagonist in the first game as well. Which one is it? And he didn't knew what it means. What could it be all about? Come to think, there had been a rumor I heard. Among only the patients of the 7th floor, a legacy continued to be passed down of rules and the like. Of course I didn't believe it, and when I asked my previous assigned people, of course they denied it. But if such legacy really existed, just what on earth were they passing down?
お姉さん？ごめんなさい。
Without meaning to, I have been staring into space.
今日は中庭にしようか。ほら、珍しく今日は天気もそれほど暑くないし。
I'm very curious if Himeko is going to learn the rules earlier from her basically, or the girl is going to keep them secret and say that you don't have to know yet. I wonder if Himeko learned the rules actually later, or she learned them earlier even without being the resident of the 7th floor.
アイスも欲しいけど。だったら中庭でアイス食べましょう。
Like I said, why not both? Even it was cool, it was midsummer. No matter how much wind there was, the sunlight itself was strong. That was why, leaving the girl on the shaded bench in the courtyard, I dashed to the neighbor convenience store. Do we have something else than vanilla ice? Do we have different flavor? With the ice I brought from the convenience store in hand, I ran back. Because of the flowing sweat, without thinking, I flapped my skirt. Dashing in the midsummer, sweating was to be expected. Okay. But where's an essence share? Okay. It was 60 pounds of soda ice with an exaggerated flourish. I took out the contents to show her.
あ、2つになってる。それ。
Yep.
はい。半分こね。
These are such a cool ice creams. I love these. I don't think we have them in my country. Is this like just like Japanese thing? Or do they exist like somewhere? Do we have these ice creams? Like this like double thing that you can like snap and have like 2 out of 1? Do we have these? Let me know in the comments. Under the blazing summer sun, the two of us ate soda ice.
アイスは暑いところで食べるのが一番よね。うん。ちょっと溶けてるけど。
Yep. Have to eat faster. As we spoke about that, we ate in the flower bed before our eyes. Pansies and the gerberas bloomed proudly. The winter use area from the other day, even that would most likely have something planted in it again.
ねえ、またあれやってほしいかも。
Oh, the prayer thing.
いいわよ。じゃあちょっとアイス持ってて。
Yeah, okay. Both hands of the girl held one ice each. One was mine, and the other was hers. I took from my pocket the rosary, and as always brought my hands together
私
quietly.
たちが人に許すように。私たちの罪をお許しください。
The Lord's Prayer, also called our Lord. Probably anything would have been fine. It was simply that I thought of her, and if she was happy with that, then it was enough.
もう終わったわよ。うん。いえいえ。大した魔法じゃないですから。
In the end, I was simply one of the faithful, and it was nothing more than imitation. It probably didn't need saying, but none of those words were my own either.
今日のは誰の言葉なの？もちろんイエス様ご自身よ。じゃあ他の人のも。
Wow.
ええ。すっごく偉い聖者様とか教皇様。
Just going to learn like whole like Christian history here.
へえ、そんなにいっぱいあるの、お姉さんは知ってるんだ。
The guy who seems impressed, I gave a nod. Of course I didn't know them all, but reading the things related in a way, the gospel was my intention.
で、そうだ。ねえ、あげようか。
As I spoke, I once again took my pocket, from my pocket the rosary. Oh,
私がもらっても？うん。私はもう一つ持ってるし。
I don't remember if Setsumi had rosary in the first game. Did she? Can you remind me in the comments? I don't remember if she had one.
何よりこれで一緒にできるようになるわよ。できるって私にも魔法が？魔法かどうかは知らないけどね。
Yeah, we keep telling you this. Holding the rosary in her hand, the girl looked happy. Not only patients on the 7th floor were admitted and discharged a number of times, but for this girl there was no home to return to. That was why she was always here, that's why I too was always by her side. Yet the rules kind of do not apply to her in the same sense as everyone else, because she will never be discharged, so there will never be the first time. Actually, second time, because she is admitted here for the first time already. Nero and Alois met, and soon it will be the second month. Normally it was the time that the first discharge would have come. Okay. Oh, that was the episode? Oh. So it was like general episode about being kind? Or the thing about broccoli was actually the indicator of this episode, basically. That she stopped warming up and actually trusted Himeko enough to to say, hey, stop, I don't want broccoli anymore. We need this conversation about fries, I swear. It's so bothering me. Also, next episode is called Taboo. I assume we are going to like, if this is called Taboo, I think we're going to have a discussion about death. I think we're going to have Himeko is going to learn the rules earlier. She's going to learn what kind of the rules are passing down, and that the old people want to tell basically a child that she's going to die, never coming back, and stuff like this, you know? The things that are considered taboo of telling the child like this here. I think that may be the topic for the next episode. It's going to be heavy. This episode wasn't that heavy. It was actually kind, in a sense, if you think. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being with me. I will see you in the next one. So, click that like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, let's go out.